Casey Wilson. Friend, we've got a good one here today. This is a Vikings team coming off an amazing.
Look at this fancy OBS update.
Last week, and
doesn't even look like OBS.
here at home, believe it or not.
That's no way to be nothing.
Because of OCD and paranoia,
One team's an underdog at home, right?
I was mostly holding off on the OBS updates until I was in between streams. But I decided to download this one, and I like the look of it.
Now they got to do it again, and the Cowboys are for real. But I think this Vikings team is a lot better than people realize, and this is going to be a game today.
Guess who's still sick? It's me. Still fucking sick. So fuck my life. I spent the 1 o'clock window watching the Colts and Eagles. Great game. Had Red Zone on the other screen. A lot of wild and wacky shit going on out there. How about the Patriots?
Now it's like this game becomes major. I mean, for implications on playoffs, seeding, everything. And you got to remember, the NFC East is really good. You know, these games get really tight at the end of the year.
Shout out to the Giants for fucking up my parlay. And the Falcons for fucking up my parlay by winning.
The Vikings have won the toss and will receive as they're getting set with their pregame rituals here at this gorgeous stadium that opened in 2016. US
Vikings get the ball first.
Minneapolis.
Go Vikings. Here we go, Jim.
Right up to kickoff, and here we go. Hopper puts toe to it, and we're underway with these two teams with winning records.
I hope this is a good game. Should be.
To begin, Juan Wu makes the catch in the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25, and we take it down to the sidelines to Trace.
I should have streamed the Eagles and Colts game because that's the game I was watching. Primarily. And I guess the Commanders are good now, even though they just beat Houston. I mean, you can't argue with the record. The Commanders are a winning football team.
We'll see. Cousins has led the Vikings to comeback wins from 10 points down in the fourth.
Dalvin Cook.
Last two games, and
Cowboys' run defense has been a little suspect lately.
right into the arms of Leighton Vander Esch. Cousins, look at what he's done. 39 consecutive games with a touchdown pass. You had 38. He just moved past by you on that list of all-time top 10s as far as streaks go.
Knew I should have made the Bills part of my parlay, but I don't trust the Bills right now.
Hit 41 consecutive road games.
Another run with Cook. Gains 2, it'll be third down.
For another gain of 3. And watch out for this guy, of course, Justin Jefferson, with one of the all-time
Jefferson versus Diggs today.
They kept them in the game in the late going.
Got the Bengals and the Steelers on red zone right now. The Bengals are wearing their color rush, and the Steelers are wearing theirs. Both teams wearing their best uniforms.
His vertical speed, strength, body control,
Fuck.
tenacity, I mean, catch radius, it's everything when I go down the list, Jim. And they move him around. Kevin O'Connell has gotten off to great starts in the first quarter this year. Expected again today.
Here's a third down, though. 3rd and 3. Parsons lined up on the near side.
First third down of the game. Cowboys only rush 4. Cousins has time. Nobody's open. Here comes Micah Parsons. Strip sack. And the Cowboys recover. Oh no, Skip Bayless has been validated. Kirk Cousins turned the ball over.
Well, just like I said, the Cowboys are going to get off to a great start today. What you just said. Yeah, the Vikings have really done a great job, and that's rare right there. Darisaw is one of the really, he's a great left tackle in this.
I hate that I'm streaming so many Cowboys games lately. At least that's how it feels to me.
But the first time today, he gets an opportunity, and you see why. That's Parsons at his best.
And we'll be streaming another one Thursday when they play the Giants.
They had not had a quarterback pressure the last 2 weeks. On the 3rd play today, he forces the fumble, and here come the Cowboys.
All right, the Vikings are going to have to do their usual come-from-behind shit. That's what I'm guessing. They've perfected the art. They might have to do it again. against the remarkably unclutched Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott's back this week.
But they begin with the veteran at 7 years, and they give it to him. Zeke breaks the tackle.
Gain of 4.
To the 22, and Dak Prescott. They played here now 3 years in a row, the Cowboys, but he missed the games both in 20 and 21 with an ankle and then a calf last year. Andy Dalton played for him in 20. Cooper Rush last year on Halloween, and the Cowboys won both games.
Touchdown Broncos. Boy, the Raiders suck. They let the Broncos score a touchdown. Bengals on a 3rd and 8 on the other screen. And incomplete. 2nd and 6, Cowboys. Dak throws it short to Zeke. Gain of 5.5, just a hair short of the first.
Marking close to the first. I say it's 3rd and a foot. And there's Pollard. How about the way he has played the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, they're hammering Zeke here early, but how good has Pollard been lately, for real? 3rd and half a yard for the Cowboys. Almost got the Vikings to jump. They're just trying to get him to jump. That ain't going to work, boys. Zeke just barely gets the first. Trying to capitalize off this turnover. Well, the Vikings had the right idea, established the run, but then they had to throw on the 3rd down, and deer in headlights Cousins gave it away.
Situationally, I call it, because they move him around a ton. He's having an unbelievable year.
Cowboys offense is going to need a lot of short fields. I don't trust this team. Only time the Cowboys offense looks good is if they're down by 3 scores. It's like the only time they play to their potential. Speaking of potential, Zeke gained a 7. Still trying to validate that big contract.
Well, this is why I like the yin and yang of it. Everyone's like, well, he should start. Well, listen, you're going to get carries, both of you. Every team has 2 guys really that get touches, and if you're running the ball well, you ride the hot.
How about that Justin Fields being unclutch and shit? Under 100 yards rushing, under 200 yards passing, 2 interceptions. Justin Fields is trash. Couldn't even beat the Falcons. Pollard on a little sweet pass. Gets a yard, 3rd down.
Trickery, and they had Zeke out in front trying to throw a block, but no one got a body on number 97 right there.
Right, and he's done a really good job this year. Coming over, like you said, from the Bills. He had 7 pressures. He's really a run stuffer, but he had 7 pressures last week against the Bills. Had one of the more outstanding games for the defensive tackles this year.
3rd and 3 at the Vikings 9. Turpin's in on offense. They bring him in motion. Dak to the end zone. Oh, through the hand of Dalton Schultz, who was covered by Harrison Smith. 4th down. Take the field goal, Mike. It's early. Take the field goal. Fuck. This Mucinex and nasal spray is the only thing keeping most of the sickness at bay, but it's not curing the cough. So bad, I almost thought about just not streaming at all today.
37% of the time, which is 25th. That's not good.
27-yard field goal attempt from Maher, who's had only 1 attempt the last 3 games.
3-0 Dallas off the turnover.
So the Cowboys collect 3 off the takeaway. Parsons.
Typical Cowboys, can't capitalize. Fuck. I got cookout on the way. I'm fucking hungry. Certainly haven't lost my appetite despite being sick for the better part of a month. Watching Broncos Raiders now on the other TV. Broncos wearing the throwback unis with the orange pants. I wish they'd just wear the white throwback pants with the orange jersey. Ooh, Josh Jacobs. Big run. Very bummed that the Colts couldn't pull it off today against the Eagles. I was rooting for Matt Ryan. He made a lot of great plays in the fourth quarter, but one big pass interference call jump-started a drive for the Eagles, and then the Colts couldn't stop the run, even though they'd been stopping it most of the day. And the Eagles punched it in. And the Colts couldn't run the ball in the second half. So the Eagles stood up and stopped the run. How about that? And that made the difference because it was drop back and throw time, and I don't trust the Colts offensive line, and Matt Ryan's not very mobile, so they lost 17-16. Oh, Carr, who I can't really defend anymore. How about them boys? It's been a rough couple of weeks for them boys. I hope one day I'm not sick. That'd be really great. First down, Raiders. How about the end of the Jets-Patriots? Hey, Jets, just punt the fucking ball out of bounds. Just kick it out of bounds. And you at least go to overtime. Fuck.
Well, the Vikings losing a fumble.
Snow on the ground in Minneapolis, but they are comfortably indoors.
In only 3 for the Cowboys.
Even when the Cowboys do good, they manage to still disappoint. Couldn't even get a touchdown off of that fumble.
Are notorious for getting off to really good starts. He's a great game planner, Jim, and I really think they got a great head coach and a great hire for a long time.
So another touchback delivered by Maher. During the break, Tony, they put a little clip package.
Why are they showing Tony Romo on the
I
screen?
was looking at you, not realizing you were on the big screen. I was wondering, what is he doing?
Yeah, you're talking to me, and I'm like, wait a second, why is my face plaster on here? Well, what they did was they showed a game from back in the day, and
They
I
showed
got
the
hit 3 or 4
2009
times.
divisional playoff game.
And I think they were trying to get the crowd excited and boo Cowboys, and I was like, no, I like all teams.
Yeah, so you gave them all a warm smile, and no one booed. 1st and 10.
Ah, the 2009 Cowboys-Vikings playoff game. I'll never forget it. Cousins on a play fake. That's interference. Hawkinson got interfered with, and they throw the flag. So the 2009 Vikings-Cowboys playoff game, I think the Vikings won 34-9. I remember because I was laughing in between periods of throwing up and vomiting my guts out because I was very sick that day. But I still got to enjoy the Vikings waxing the Cowboys' ass. 2009 playoffs were wild, man. I sound like a stoner because I'm coughing and trying to, like, form sentences. Raiders convert a 3rd and 2. It's a first down, Vikings. They run it with Cook, who strings it out to the right, gets about 3, maybe 2.
Out of bounds. Let's meet this Cowboy defense of Dan Quinn. Now, the last couple of weeks, they've been shredded on the ground, Tony, so that's been the talk of the week after what Chicago and Green Bay did, both going over 200 yards on the ground against this Dallas defense.
Yeah, and Parsons there played a lot of inside linebacker.
What has happened to the Dallas Cowboys run defense?
Down, they move him around, but last week was the most since week 13.
Bengals on a 3rd and 6 against Pittsburgh.
Linebacker, and I feel like
on the edge of field goal range, it appears.
Downhill quicker. The teams are designing runs to get up on the secondary.
Play clock running down on the Bengals. Cousins from the gun over the middle. Ooh, nice snagging catch by Jefferson there. Saved Cousins. He's a little behind him.
Jefferson went across the middle and found open space. Picked up 14 and a first down.
This is a perfectly thrown ball. Kirk Cousins,
I can't say it looked like it was behind him. I don't think it was perfect.
You see that? He's going to go ahead and spy 33.
Actually, yeah, it was perfect. The other angle made it look like Jefferson had to reach back for it. So Romo was right. I was wrong. Nothing else new.
In for Minnesota, including KJ Osborne. First down. To Cook.
Dalvin Cook. Oh, flag down. He got to the Dallas 34.
Yeah, he had an 81-yard gallop last week, the longest run in the NFL this season against Buffalo, and that one was going for 17. But it could be coming back.
Oh, it's holding on the Cowboys, so add 5 onto it. Carlos Watkins, I went to school with him.
And add another 5, and the Vikings putting a little response together to the Cowboys' opening field goal.
Now, you'll see right here, 91. He's going to hold the center. Bradbury's, he goes by right there. And because of that, it gives an angle for Van Der Esch to try and get by. But this offensive line, very impressive, Jim.
Got to shake off that early turnover. Vikings are very explosive on offense. Weapons everywhere.
Here's a first down.
Deep overthrown. Well covered by Diggs. Jefferson was never going to have a chance.
Had on them a couple of old SEC rivals from Alabama. In the case of Diggs, LSU for Jefferson.
Well, this is a major, decision a coaching staff has to make. Diggs does not travel a ton. And every once in a blue moon. Well, this week he goes in, and I think, that should have been a penalty. He wanted Jefferson this week. And he talks to Dan Quinn, so if you're going to go guard him, you got to go guard him everywhere. And he plays in the slot, outside on the right, outside on the left, number 3. And so if you're going to do that.
Never mind the stupid dog. She won't shut up. Screen to Jefferson. Tries to beat Diggs to the edge. Diggs makes a great tackle.
3rd and 6 coming up. Yeah, Jefferson coming off not only that spectacular catch, but 193 yards against the Bills. His 20th 100-yard performance in 40 career games. I mean, he's just on a rocket ship. The numbers, he's going to set the record probably today for the most receiving yards. First 3 years of a career, and he still has at Jerusalem on the 7 games to go.
God, we got 2 loud-ass dogs here. 3rd down. Cousins on the run to his left. Wow, what a throw. Thielen makes a great catch, too. Here come the Vikings.
This is why this offense is so hard to deal with. Jefferson is being used as a decoy. As you see, Thielen get a little nudge right there.
The Vikings horn never gets old. Fuck.
Remember, Thielen was the guy for so long. And now you're adding in Hawkinson here. Yeah. So you got Cook, you've got Jefferson, you've got Hawkinson. He's like their Robert Woods, right? To Cooper Kupp and that. And he's really good, and he's as healthy as he's been all year, battling that knee and ankle stuff. So I think you're going to see him take off.
Here's the toss.
Flip it to Cook. Beats the linebacker. Oh. Get a 7.
Got away from one tackler, but picks up 7 in the end. Got away from Dante Fowler before Curse.
Oh, Dante Fowler.
With a blow to the
Saw
shoulder.
him miss many tackles as an Atlanta Falcon.
Pretend like you're going to hand it off inside, and it freezes the defender Fowler, and Cook gets outside the perimeter, and this is what I talked about, Jim. Teams are designing.
Why do halfway decent defensive players come to Atlanta and just play like shit? Because Fowler's like decent, you know. He's had a good career. Not a great career.
That has not allowed a first quarter touchdown this season. Just 5 field goals.
Oh boy.
Vikings on the precipice. 2nd and 3. To the end zone.
Oh, Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson.
Should have had that one.
Should have caught that one. Curse on the coverage. Pass was perfect.
Curse is going to have to fight through multiple guys. It's almost like a fake pick. And this ball reminded me of earlier results where it's almost the same thing. Both of the tight
Well, that TJ Hawkinson trade is
touchdown.
really working out, though.
Opening.
9th play of this drive.
But that was a drop.
Curse, that's the quarterback.
3rd and 3.
Like this guy. He came out nice.
Cowboys have not given up a first quarter touchdown all season.
We're talking about all these targets that they have. Don't forget about Osborne as well. He's a touchdown maker. Here's the
Off the hands of Hawkinson again. That time it was a little out of reach.
complete, and it will be a field goal.
Take the field goal.
Cowboy mark of no field goals, no touchdowns allowed in the first quarter this year. Looks like it's going to be, well, we still got 6 minutes to go, but they're going to escape a threat this time.
Take a look right here. Here's Wilson. This is a disciplined football team. You've got to get outside leverage and cover 1. If not, so, if you're a little slow to get over there, that's an easy touchdown. Well done. Well coached.
Greg Joseph Cowboys made one from 27. This is just 23. 20, make it 25 yards, I should say. And they match him.
3-3.
69 yards and 9 plays, resulting in a field goal.
Here in mini Minnesota.
3-3 in the first. Cowboys and Vikings.
I'm enjoying an Oreo milkshake from Cookout right now, if you don't mind. I'll be right back. Raiders almost converted a 3rd and 29. So it looks like I should have just bothered not streaming today because nobody's here. Talking to myself. Wow. Raiders missed a field goal. Broncos just have their number.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by LLB, the Outsider. Allstate, reminding you that football is mayhem. And by Google Pixel 7.
Well, you could debate it for hours. The most acrobatic or the best catches of all time. Our crew came up with 5 right there. The Lynch Swan catch, Super Bowl 10. Tyree, Beckham one-hander, which we saw Pickens.
I like when they bring up the Edelman catch because Brady threw a shitty ball right to Robert Alford that got batted up in the air.
I was literally about to say, no Franco Harris in there.
50 years ago, this year, that one. And that one goes all the way through the back of the end zone. But this one last week, there's so many impressive.
All right, time for the Cowboys to go 3 and out or just settle for a field goal, one of the two.
The fact that he had play, so the game's over. But the strength in his hands at the very end of this, so that it doesn't hit the ground right there with one hand, taking it out of the hands of the defender.
I can't believe he was the 5th receiver drafted that year, and these teams.
Remember when the Eagles could have drafted Justin Jefferson, but they chose Jalen Reagor?
All this stuff, I mean, I'm telling you, you can't help but love this kid. He is exceptional.
Really wish they would have lost to the Colts today so I could have multiple things to laugh at them about.
From the Dallas Cowboys, C.D. Lamb. Here's a completion to Dalton Schultz. C.D. was the 3rd of the 4 receivers that went ahead of him in the first round. The first one that was chosen was Ruggs by the Raiders, and then Jerry Jeudy of the Broncos. Inside the NFL, the show the pros watch is Tuesday, streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Think about all the teams who chose other guys outside. That was a good wide receiver class, but truly, you know, the other teams are like, oh, huge misses.
2nd and 7. There's Pollard's first hander. And he burst across the 32 before Hunter ends it. So 3rd and 3 coming up for Dallas. They came into the week 3rd in the very loaded NFC East. The Giants losing today to the Lions.
Oh, look, it's 3rd down already.
They've matched the Giants with a record but haven't head-to-head.
Michael Gallup converts. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Holy shit. Damn. We saw what happened earlier when Jonathan Taylor didn't want to go down.
Yeah, on the left side, it's really a good job of selling upfield. He's down right there. Going against the second-round pick.
You let it go to the 50.
Andrew Booth Jr., that shouldn't be. That should have been down.
Yep. Booth getting to start, the rookie out of Clemson.
Yeah, you know, they traded up to get Booth with the Packers, who chose Watson. But, you know, he's coming into his own. He's still, you know,
they may move this back.
after crew discussion.
I love when Skip Bayless talks about Michael Gallup like he's a top receiver. We get Michael Gallup.
That's an expedited review. And I think just by the fact that you mentioned it right there, that got the attention of some folks, and it's the right call.
Yeah, it is.
That's how it should work.
That's exactly right. I like that. Just get it right.
No, Jim Nantz, it can't work that way because NFL officials have fragile egos.
You know, that's who Mike McCarthy wants to attack, right? Peterson having a really
I'm surprised they allow that.
So you want to go with the other guy, very similar to Diggs on the opposite team, but you know, Booth got benched last week for Shelley.
There's a run with Pollard. Bust through. Oh boy, he was one ankle tackle away from going to the house.
Zach Martin gave him enough of a crease to take it for the big game, picks up 20.
And this is why this guy has to be on the field. Zach Martin obviously creates a hole. Double two blocks. But watch, Jim. Every time this guy gets the ball, you know, it feels electric. It feels like the big play possibility. 6 yards per rush. Obviously leading the NFL with that.
Goes again. Spinning out of a hit.
Pollard spinning out of tackles. But yeah, go ahead and force feed Zeke.
Another 20. 18 yards, then 20 yards by Pollard back-to-back. And Zach Martin back-to-back with big blocks.
And you'd think because he's smaller, yards after contact, okay? Down at the bottom, not a ton there, but guess what? He's number 1 in the NFL. Not just the 6 yards per carry, but after contact. Usually that's a bigger guy, someone who's, you know, able to break through on tackles, Derrick Henry. But he averages over 3.2 yards. Some guys aren't even averaging 3.2 yards a carry. That's after he gets hit.
And as you said, led the league last year in yards per touch and leads it again this year, 6.4 yards. Pulls it down.
Good fucking catch by Michael Gallup. Holy shit.
And then Bynum holds on for the tackle, about 3 yards short of the first. Actually, it'll be second down and 2 coming up. Gallup's second catch on this drive.
Yeah, that's strong hands right there, Gallup. It's an RPO. You can hand it off. Dak decides to throw it because the edge rushing blitzes.
Gallup missed the game here last year with a calf injury before the ACL at the end of the season. And of course, missed the first month of this year recovering from that. Second and 2.
Oh!
Able to slip out of the hit.
When I see guys get hit in the knees like that, I'm always like, ACL, there it goes.
Picks up 6.
You see who they're attacking? Booth Jr. right here. And the reason is, you're going to play off, we call it a smoke route. Just stand there. And CD using, you know, one of his rare traits, which is run after catch. He's always had that.
Back with 6 completions to 5 different players. He's got a first and goal from the Vikings 2. Pollard. And 1 out of it. That's it.
Some unnecessary pushing after the play.
Wants that.
Yeah.
He's used to being in the end zone, Tony. Like you said, 4 touchdowns the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly. 4 touchdowns. You know, he's the only current running back.
They leave Pollard in at the goal line. I'm surprised.
They have 2 running backs with over 4 touchdowns. You see the 1-2 punch. This is where the Vikings have to be better, Jim. They're dead last.
They're gonna go. Oh, stuffed.
That is Pollard refusing to go down.
3rd and goal at the 1. Now do they bring Zeke in?
He reached that ball over for a second, but I don't think he was close to it there. And these are the parts where I like Tony Pollard, but size matters, right? I think he's exceptional. He's good.
Trying to run behind McEwen.
Yeah, he got caved in right there. Good job. Let's see the left side.
Elliott comes in.
Yep, here comes Zeke.
This is a guy who has always been a
Run the ball. Don't get cute. There it is. Touchdown. He Zekes, he scores.
It was the ninth Dallas snap in the red zone, and they got it across this time.
If you really have this 1-2 punch, let's pretend Pollard was starting, right? Everyone wants to make a big deal about starting. It's literally like, whoever starts, go ahead. But it's about touches. Zeke's always had that nose for those short yardage. He's able to slither, but also forcefully go downhill and avoid the big hit, contact, and slither in there. But I think if you started Pollard, or you got all the touches, right? And then this is the guy who's the changeup. This could be even more dynamic, maybe, Jim? I don't know.
Decisions to make.
I don't know, Jim.
Was Maher's extra point drilled. Pollard runs for 43 on that drive.
10-3 Cowboys. Pollard does the work. Zeke gets the glory. What else is new? But like Romo said, you just got to get the big guy in there and punch it in at that point. Pollard got 2 cracks at it. That was fair. Now, why is red zone always so far behind? You're right, Cameron. Kind of late in the day. Fun fact, even the playoff game Kirk Cousins won was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. God, man, I can barely talk. I'm sitting here trying to stream this. I just say I love having a cookout this close to my house. I've made up my mind. If I feel even a little shitty Tuesday, I'm not working. Because this shit doesn't feel like it's going away. It's just the medicine's like keeping it at bay, but I'm not really improving. Yeah, it was a hell of a catch by Mixon. Yeah, the Colts fucking blew it. Couldn't run the ball in the second half, and then suddenly couldn't stop the run against the Eagles.
It'll be interesting after this year, right? Pollard's in his last year, his deal. Zeke signed his deal before. People were speculating.
If the Colts have to be one-dimensional and throw the ball around, they're fucked. Matt Ryan can't move. The offensive line sucks, and the receivers aren't good. So I knew when they got that ball back on that last drive, they probably weren't going to go anywhere. I was shocked they got a first down.
Tackled near the 20. CBS tonight. Critics agree that you hit show East New York. It's great network TV starring Amanda Warren and Jimmy Smits. Catch a new East New York tonight after the equalizer.
There was a lot of Oreo in the bottom of this milkshake.
And here's Cousins' 4th round pick. His head coach was a 3rd round pick by the New England Patriots as a quarterback out of San Diego State. But we got a matchup today of 2 quarterbacks drafted in round 4. Cousins and Prescott.
And they've done an incredible job Sneaky Cousins is having an incredible career, Jim.
Touchdown Bengals. Yeah, who would have thought that the RG3 Redskins marriage wouldn't work out when in the same draft they took RG3, they took another guy
Sneaky, walking a tightrope here. He sure does.
in the 4th round.
The screen pass to Samaje Perine. He goes down the sideline, untouched into the end zone for the touchdown, 29 yards. Cincinnati 10, Pittsburgh 3.
Oh, now that I've had my dessert, it's time to actually eat my meal. Ah, fuck me. Feeling wide open.
Pulls it in for the first down.
Yeah, go ahead. Safety's going to shade. Shades to the other side where Jefferson is, and you see Thielen, who I talked about, is about to take off this season because I really think he wasn't truly running, up to what he normally is. He's nagging injuries. He's healthy. He's healthy as he's been all year. And you're seeing it. I think he's going to have a really productive end of the year.
Fuck me. I'm going to keep saying that every time. Can this hurry up and get over with? Because the last episode of The Walking Dead's tonight. I want to watch it. Literally as soon as possible. I hope the Chiefs blow out the Chargers. So I just watched The Walking Dead.
Twice, got a field goal off a turnover, and then a touchdown drive. Lead it 10-3.
Who do the Texans play next week? Who is it they play? Derek used car. Boom. Wow. What a throw. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. Oh, yeah. Fuck, I forgot that's next week. Watson comes back. Yeah, go Texans. That'd be some funny shit. Browns fans got to be happy they're through with fucking Jacoby Brissett.
So, these two franchises played in 9 of the first 13 Super Bowls. Cowboys and Vikings. Super Bowl, in fact, was held here just a few years back. Super Bowl 52, the Philly Special. Eagles and Patriots. Both teams have Super Bowl thoughts in their heads as we're into the second half of this season. Patriots will be coming in here and playing back on Thanksgiving night. We're going to be in Detroit to kick off the day of football, with the Lions hosting with 3 straight victories, taking on the Buffalo Bills. Here's the first play of the second quarter. 2nd and 8. Cook. It's the call again. Parsons saw that one coming. And Tracy, during the quarter change, had a chance to talk to Coach O'Connell.
Coach, you said you wanted to play this one on your terms. What do you have to do to get back to doing that?
Yeah, I think we're just continuing to establish the run. We've had some good play pass opportunities. Kirk just hit one right there. I think it's just the balance on offense and making sure we got a plan when we do drop back of protecting those edges and trying to attack coverage.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm very comfortable with the microphone. We'll tell you more about that in a minute, but just 37 years young. He's the offensive
Third down.
for the Super Bowl champ Rams last year under Sean McVay. Come on, start 8-1.
Look out, Kurt. Sacked. Held on to the ball this time.
Cowboys have the sack with Armstrong.
You see what I referenced earlier. Cowboys, incredible. When teams are trying to throw the football, Armstrong, who's been that sneaky, under-the-radar kind of a guy coming into this year, who's taken
I like Barry's theory that Kirk Cousins sold his soul to Satan so he can know what it's like to be Tom Brady for one season, have the best luck ever.
That's against a guy, like I said. You know, in his second year, Darisaw, the first rounder, who's really good, he does not give up a lot of pressures. He had his first penalty last week, and they're disrupting him.
First play of the game, Ryan Wright. That's 2 sacks, Tony, for the Cowboys, who lead the NFL now with 37. It's Turpin.
That's why you got to run the football against them. The teams who are able to do it have some success. If you're going to drop back consistently, Cowboys right now taking advantage.
It is 5:04 p.m. and I'd like to remind you that Justin Fields sucks. It will never be elite. Red Zone's so far behind. I get to watch every play from the Cowboys and Vikings game twice. Well, Red Zone's really awkward when there's only 3 games going on. You know, I'm so surprised that MJF is being allowed to succeed in AEW to such a high level. How long until they start making shit up about him? Meltzer will think of something.
After bouncing around a few teams, originally drafted by the Patriots, ended up in the booth. Ross Malloy, our talent evaluator and guy that seeks out talent, found Kevin O'Connell, teamed him up with Ben Hill, and he did football on the CBS Sports Network. Got back into coaching after that.
Well, I tell you what, he's about to be right up here with you.
Nobody open, Dak. Oh! Oh my God, Dak pulled an Eli. He's running free. And he gets a yard.
That was Zadarius Smith, of all people, who had him. In fact, Prescott made a turn right into him. It was all but over.
Yeah, right here. At this point, ball's got to come out, right? Throw it away, but Dak does a great job using his legs and makes it not a negative play. They actually gain a yard, but Smith Did an incredible job of using his hands and wiping. That was a risky play.
That's pretty amazing to get 1 yard.
Second and 9. There's a completion to Noah Brown. Going to be 2 yards short of the first. 3rd and 2 on the way.
Who are they picking on, Jim? The left side over and over again.
Keeps going into the direction of Andrew Booth Jr.
That's why last week Shelley came in. And by the way, I don't know that they win that game. When Shelley came in and his first playing for this team, he broke up a Dawson Knox pass in the end zone, and the next play Peterson gets an interception.
Here's the 3rd down handoff.
Well, that was easy. First down.
So they asked him to do the tough work, and he responds with a pickup of 5, moves the chains.
Tough work it is. And by the way, I like Booth. I think he's going to have a good career. He's just young, right? Second rounder. He's tough physical, but I want him to be more aggressive. Right now, he plays a little, this defense plays bend but don't break. And that's why you see the ball consistently going underneath, right in front of people. And hand the ball off, and then once they get tight, down here at the bottom, and guess who's over there now?
Well, Romo's right. It's a change in style from Mike Zimmer's defense, but how was that Mike Zimmer defense working out for you the last couple of years?
And that's Zeke.
Not very good.
Showing a burst.
They're probably better off playing it safe.
Right here, just a displacement at the offensive line. Wow, Terrence Steele, who's actually our under the radar guy, 78, took his guy all the way across the field to him, and that's way too much room to give up by all the defensive line.
2nd and 2. Jalen Tolker, bottom of the screen, wide receiver in for the Cowboys. In place of Gallup. Lamb at the top. They're going to go ground again. And
3rd and 1.
halfway there.
Oh, ball came out.
At the end,
Oh, is this a fumble?
That other ref ain't so sure.
football.
Did come out there saying Dallas recovered.
But who has it? Tie goes to the runner, Jim.
Unless
Unless I'm one of the two with it, then I think he was down anyway on this play.
Phil Phillips looking to the sideline. Was he down anyway?
Right here. Oh, I'm full.
Which is down, close though.
Dallas 4 out of 5 on 3rd down. 1 yard to go.
3rd 1. Run it with Zeke. He got there. Oh, second effort.
Driven across. Got some help by Theodish. Some of the linemen under the radar. You mentioned it. Terrence Steele. Yeah.
Get this guy. This was a question mark, but he's turned into one of the best run blockers in the league. And next to Zach Martin, these two have been mauling teams. You see the explosiveness, the size, and just,
I shouldn't be streaming. I can barely talk.
better in pass pro.
Every time I do talk, I got a cough.
His ability to run the football. That's why they get him and Zach Martin. You see him run that direction a ton on big downs.
Reaction fake to Pollard on 1st down. And the throw to an open Schultz.
Dalton Schultz 1st down. Flag in the secondary, so I'm sure it'll just stand.
Just a really good route by Schultz coming across the field. Probably going to be a hold.
Picked up 12 on the completion.
Minnesota.
With the quarterback in the pocket, illegal contact. Defense number 23.
I like how angry this ref always seems.
Result of the play is the first down.
Second catch. That's called on Booth Jr.
Oh my God, Najee Harris did something impressive
Now,
in the Steelers game just now.
Second catch for 15 for Schultz.
That's a first.
Booth Jr. with a penalty. This is why, Jim, right there. He's getting targeted a ton. And see how soft he is up top of your screen? That's really soft. Peterson trusts here. Even if you're going to bail, at least make the quarterback think that you're getting possibly be down there.
On 1st down, it's Pollard running out of real estate on that side. Hunter was there. And Booth Jr. comes flying in as well. Update time again. JB and Phil, what do we have?
Longest offensive touchdown of the season for the Steelers. 19-yard
19-yard touchdown.
Harris, if you can't run over him, go over the top. That's what he does. Finds a way to get in the end zone. Pittsburgh 10, Cincinnati 10. Back to Jim, Tony, and Tracy.
That's a stunning stat right there. The longest offensive touchdown of the year, 19 yards. Harris, who has not had a 20-yard run this year, but he showed life last week with 99 on the ground. And look good on that one. It's a 2nd and 9. Pollard. Harrison Smith comes up.
God, Pollard's so... It's amazing how hard he is to tackle. He's so small, but you can't get him down.
2 yards, but this was like a Madden juke in the backfield. Everyone stays, and then all of a sudden, watch this first move right here. He goes, everyone stays. Then he gets outside.
You know, Hunter can barely get him down.
Dak is 8 out of 9. His only incompletion was the one to Schultz in the end zone.
Yeah, 5 for 6 today on 3rd down. Huge difference. You know, that's why right now they're executing and staying in phase. So far this year, Jim, 25th. They got to get better. So far today, they have.
First time they had 3rd down outside of 3 yards to go.
Should be delay. Quarterback draw. Nobody's over there, so Dak's going to run. Takes a hard hit. That should have been delay game.
This is interesting. Watch Dak take the handoff and run. And you're going to see it's an RPO. Well, his foot, you see right there, that's solid tackle there by Group. Good job. That he could have handed that ball off or thrown it. It was a mistake by the receiver, so he took off and ran. That's why it looked weird.
It did look a little awkward.
Yeah.
First down, though. Going over to Lamb. It's a running start. Got another marker out.
Bring it back.
Those who run him down.
Well, this is the Vikings in general, though, isn't it, Jim? Like, get behind.
Yeah, these 7-game win streak. Everyone.
Yeah, I'm not even worried that the Vikings look like a vastly inferior team right now. They'll figure it out. They're more clutch than the Cowboys. Or maybe just more lucky.
See it at the top.
It'll be right here. I think it's... Yeah, it was the left tackle there. Tyler Smith, the young guy who's playing well. By the way, we talk about it. The Vikings have the 2nd worst point differential of any 8-1 team in history.
Yeah, amazing.
At plus 35. The 76 Raiders were plus 11. And by the way, that team actually went on to finish 13-1 in the Super Bowl, though, against the Vikings.
Hey, they got Pollard for a loss.
That was a handoff to Pollard, and he's met in the backfield by Patrick Jones.
So you get resilient, right, when you're able to do this. It looks like, are you for real? Well, if you're 8-1, you're for real. You can't, this is the National Football League, it's hard. You see Patrick Jones come in, does a great job. They have a couple guys. They play a lot of guys, Jim. 91 and 98 come in. Sometimes they spell Hunter and Smith, the top guys. They rotate through a lot, and that's their strength of their team.
It's 2nd and 17. That's the first negative play for the Cowboys in the game. As Elliott gets it down in the field goal range to the 34. Now, Tony, they've had the football for 7.5 minutes, but they've only advanced it. They'll mark it at the 35-yard line. So plodding along a half a quarter, and they're still 35 yards out, 3rd and 12.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, the Vikings know they're not great on the back end. Peterson's doing great. He's having one of his best seasons, but they want to put it back, but don't break. Dak gets up.
Here he is on 3rd and 12 from the pocket.
Incomplete. 4th down.
And there's Booth Jr. coming in at the end. Played really good coverage on this play. Ball's low and away. Really, the only spot he could have thrown it for Dak, but
It's going to be a 53-yard attempt. Maher on the year is 16 out of 18. His 2 misses.
Miss.
59 yards out. So it's been a superb year. Maher will have this from 53.
Tracy said he had a 62-yarder in pregame, Jim.
No surprise, never missed from outside 60 in his career. 3 for 3, and this from
He nailed it.
with plenty of room to spare. Puts the Cowboys up 10. That is a drive that took 7:54 and managed just a field goal.
7 minutes, 54 seconds for a field goal. Hope you guys are doing better than I am. I got nothing to talk about. I can't talk. Thinking about just stopping the stream because I feel shitty. God. When will this hell end? Can't even enjoy my dinner because I can barely breathe through my nose, and when I chew, I can't breathe. I'm thirsty. Maybe that'll help.
Back here in Minneapolis, I mentioned this was the site of Super Bowl 52. It was also the site of the Final Four back in 2019.
Super Bowl 52 when EDP did it for moms.
Cavaliers, and of course, our thoughts with back to the University of Virginia, the football program.
Who would have thought a pedophile could come off as so wholesome?
Everybody there in Charlottesville and families, as well as all the families of the tragedy over the University of Idaho. Just senseless. Well, this game going about the way you expected it, Tony, so far?
A little bit. I mean, this is literally how the Vikings play. I mean, like we talked about earlier, they give up, the most total yards allowed by a team 8-1 or better, so they're going to always give up yards like this.
Tony, in honor of the NFL Salute to Service, we shine our spotlight on Ben Kaplika, Minnesota's assistant special teams coordinator, who served 8 years in the Army, including operations in Bosnia, Korea, and Iraq. From 98 to 2001, he was an attack helicopter platoon leader with the 82nd Airborne Division, responsible for the safety of 20 soldiers. Coach, we thank you for your service.
So the last two teams who are 8-1 or better, Jim, will be a good one for you.
See what happens here on 1st and 10.
Bootleg from Cousins, sets his feet. Nobody there. Rolling. Lobs it up. This cannot end well. And it does. Oh, I don't think he got both feet in. Hawkinson didn't get both feet in. The ADP did it for cupcakes. That's all it was. Cupcakes.
His second foot is not close.
Kirk Cousins is doing that more this year, right? Kevin
Cupcakes and a fist bump.
Throw that ball up, and his receiver's been coming down, but not there.
Would have been 29. Okay, 8-1. Go for it.
Oh, well, the 2018 Chiefs, right? 427 yards a game. This year's Vikings, 381. The 2011 Packers, 384. That's a lot of yards to give up for a team this good. But those two were two unbelievable offenses, right? The 18 Chiefs and the 11 Packers. So that's where it's concerning. Do they have the firepower? Yes, but they need to perform and score better than they are today to offset it.
That's Madison with the carry. 3rd and 8 on the way, and we're on the way back down to the sideline. Tracy?
Jim, you see Blake Brandel in there at left tackle. That's because Christian Darrisaw is currently in the locker room being evaluated for a concussion. It's worth noting Darrisaw suffered a concussion last week at Buffalo and was cleared to return.
My mind is seriously on the fact that I can't stop coughing and I just want to watch The Walking Dead.
Familiar territory, Tony, for the Vikings, down double digits.
It's an hour and a half episode. It's like a fucking movie to end the show.
The last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but today you're going against the third best passing defense, and they sacked the quarterback more than anyone, and you lost your left tackle right now, Jim.
Cowboys blitz. Somebody should be wide open. Cousins couldn't find him.
And Cousins had it. Parsons lined up as the middle linebacker, and he just went right up the middle and wrecked the play.
That's what's happened so far in this game. Cousins under a lot of pressure, especially on 3rd down.
Can you believe EDP made it to the Super Bowl?
Parsons on record pace, Jim, with everything, right? His start to his career, it's incredible.
Here's Wright to punt. For the second time. This sizable punter at 6'3", 245. He's a high school quarterback out in the East Bay area.
Well, Vikings are down by 10 and punting away again.
And that kick only travels to the
Fair catch in traffic.
makes the fair catch. Just a 32-yard punt. Cowboys up.
Underwhelming game so far. That's not helping me. The Broncos are lined up to go for it on 4th and 5 at the Raiders 7. I just like to point that out. They just called timeout, though. Bengals scored a touchdown. So the Broncos come to their senses. They're going to kick the field goal now. And it was blocked. I can't even laugh. I can't talk. 10-7 Broncos at half, but the Raiders dodge a bullet there and block the field goal. And it was a short field goal, too. It was a chippy. That's what you get, you orange jack-o'-lantern looking motherfuckers. Love how the Packers and Aaron Rodgers proved our theory right again last week. They can only come back against the Cowboys or Bears. Good catch by the ball boy. Fuck. Cheese bites are fine. I got one cheese. God, the cheese bites tonight are fucking thick. I can barely finish them. I got one left. These things are thick.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Willow.
Willow?
November 30th on Disney
Jeff Hardy's got a Disney Plus show?
The all-new 2022 Grand Wagoneer.
Hey.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Have you ever lived, laughed, and loved in Willow's way? Hey.
Vikings' first ever game in franchise history, albeit preseason game, was against the Cowboys. Preseason game, 1961 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Never thought I'd say this, but I'd rather be watching the Steelers.
The Cowboys, and they just dominated this game as far as time of possession, 16 and a half minutes.
Oh, I thought that was good, but it was way too much. Shouldn't eat it.
Time of possession, but not today is Prescott with the good
Dak on the run.
Peterson
Damn.
there on the sideline.
Patrick Peterson popped him.
Contact made near the 45.
Well, they've been rushing the ball well today, but really I think one of the benefits of having Cooper rush, right, was that they really found their identity and started to run the football and get really
Fuck.
You see it's paying dividends. Obviously today with the last few weeks as well since Dak has been back, and I think that's really going to help them late in the year, Jim. The NFC East, you're going up there playing a lot of tough games. Cooper Rush did an exceptional job when he came in, and there's Kellen Moore. He's kind of found the identity.
I should
of
stream
this
the
team,
South Park
and
game. I should. I've never played it. Never played either of them. I've seen clips from them that are really funny. Like if you try to use too many cheat codes, Cartman pops up dressed as Bill Belichick and says, "Hey, Tom Brady, you gonna cheat all game long, or you want to play the game?"
Yeah, great legendary coach up there. By the way, Ferguson and Hendershot, 87, 89, getting a lot more time. Obviously, Schultz, he's been a little banged up this year with injuries, but I think I like these two young guys too. They're going to be good.
Alvarez, the former legendary coach and athletic.
3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Pollard trucks through Harrison Smith.
Dominated that play, Tony.
This is where we talked about. They had so many times.
Cowboys' offensive line is owning this
Where
game.
they get to play together. You see that double?
That's
These
not good.
combo blocks are everything, and this takes time. Watch over here at the left side of the line. Those two, or sorry, the center and the guard. See that combo block? Those two. Sometimes you have to go off and get a linebacker. Sometimes you stay together. It takes a ton of time to be able to know what the other guy's going to do, and they do it really well.
It's Dallas over 100 on the ground with 58 of it by Pollard. And Lamb has 7 on that catch across the middle. Well, we've got the Verizon halftime report.
Honestly, Cowboys,
Phil, Nate, Boomer, and
go ahead and blow them out so I can stop the stream. I'm fucking dying here.
The 1 o'clock games, including the Eagles, 10-point comeback.
Should have streamed the Colts and Eagles. That was a good game.
To win by 1. Of course, the Eagles, the only team to defeat Minnesota this year. That was in week 2.
And that's why Minnesota.
Eagles didn't just beat Minnesota. They stomped their ass, if you remember.
Big game last week, right? Because it's like you're not for real because you lost to Philly. You're a great team. You really played, right? And then you beat Buffalo. Now you got another shot today.
A little stumble there for Elliott on the exchange. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Dallas drive.
Game's already at the 2-minute warning of the half.
The NFL on CBS.
Pretty weak-ass call on the Bengals-Steelers game. They called the Bengals for defensive holding, and he didn't even barely touch him. Weak. I don't trust the Vikings as contenders either. I think they're pretty good, but they get really lucky. I don't know. They're weird to describe. I've seen teams like them before where if you watch them in context, you wonder how the hell did they win so many games. And then you see how they won some of those games. You go, okay, they got a little lucky, but they're pretty clutch. They're honestly just like the New York Giants, but with a more explosive offense. I get similar vibes from the Giants, who just got their ass kicked by the Lions today. But the Vikings are, I guess, when you get down to it, they're as legit as any other team because I don't see any team that's unbeatable. Everybody's got some kind of major flaw that could be exploited, and everybody's beatable. The Eagles just almost lost their second straight. Almost.
Swiffer. Stop cleaning. Start Swiffering.
You talk to Cowboy coach Mike McCarthy. He says he wants 30 rushes a game ideally. That's the number. They've already got 22 so far in this one. Over 100 yards, dominating the line of scrimmage.
You're going to win a lot of games if you're able to, like,
Kenny
possess
Pickett
the
letting
ball,
it
keep
fly.
away from the opposing team.
Oh,
Good
man.
position right now, too.
Pickens was wide open, and Kenny Pickett missed him.
Field, sacking the quarterback, and, you know, it's just
Would have been a touchdown.
slow
Wide open by himself in
down
the end
for the
zone
Vikings. But, like we've said,
from like 40 yards away.
That's right.
getting close.
They've been in this position many times before, the Vikings. Here's
3rd
the
and 1.
coming out of the 2-minute warning.
Zeke gets the first. Cowboys are converting these 3rd and shorts. Eating a lot of clock. They got a 2-score lead already. Halftime's coming up.
Combo blocks that we talk about.
What coaches are done after this season? Not including interim head coaches.
Good happens.
Timeout called by the Vikings. And
Let
we'll
me
be
think.
back in 30 seconds.
I think Dennis Allen definitely gets fired. Dennis Allen gets fired. Cliff Kingsbury's going to get fired. I heard Sean McVay might just resign. That's just a rumor. But I think Dennis Allen gets fired. Cliff Kingsbury gets fired. Let me think. Dan Campbell might get fired. But I don't know. The Lions just won 3 straight, so maybe he'll hang on for another year. I'd put him in the maybe category. Other than that, nobody. Well, I think Nathaniel Hackett's one and done. I think he gets fired. I think, well, Josh McDaniels should get fired, but he won't because the Raiders literally financially cannot afford to fire Josh McDaniels. But I think Hackett gets fired.
Going against an NFC North opponent. They beat Detroit and Chicago, then lost to Green Bay. But just a quirky thing in the schedule. They get 4 in a row against another division. Coming up the Verizon halftime report.
How about that? The Cowboys are in the middle of 4 straight games versus the NFC North.
Coming up, plus an update on that
Weird.
Cincinnati game on the Verizon halftime report.
Beat the Lions, beat the Bears, lost to the Packers, and they're dominating the Vikings right now. It's early, though. And the Bengals just gave the Steelers a free first down in the red zone.
Just navigating this team. I mean, you forget sometimes the season's over, right? Cooper Rush is in.
That's what they said. That was that. We were there in week 2. People already ready to say it was over.
After today, there's only 7 games left. Oh, Pollard, accelerate. Touchdown. Holy shit. He checked it down to Pollard in the flat, and he just took off. It's a 3-score lead with the extra point. All right, because it's the Vikings, I got to at least watch the third quarter. I didn't think this had a prayer at being a touchdown.
Basically, look at that downfield, just continuing to keep leverage and open up a huge hole. That's team effort. Wow, that's a huge play right here.
And Dak has his 150th career regular season touchdown pass. Maher's extra point. It is good.
20-3, Dallas.
As McCarthy
Ew.
150th regular season win today. Pollard, he wasn't touched in a sprint to the end zone.
If Minnesota comes back for this, it's time to start believing that it's just their year. It's hard to come back against a defense that good, but hey, the Packers did it last week, and they kind of suck, so anything's possible. God, I wish I could talk. I'll be right back.
underrated.
Honestly, I would ride with Aaron Rodgers till the wheels fall off. Even now, Cameron, I really would.
As good as any place you'll ever see. Maybe the best. By the way, Thursday at 12:30 Eastern on CBS, the Bills take on the Lions. The 83rd annual Thanksgiving.
Unless somebody wants to make a Russell Wilson-esque trade for him, I'm going to hang on to him.
Headlines the Thanksgiving halftime show presented by Verizon.
I'm going to get him a free agent wide receiver, and I'm going to draft one in the first round next year, and we'll go from there. And if it doesn't work that year, then blow it up. Then you blow it up. I think you give it one more year. All right, 1:43 in the timeout, down by 17. What do you got? I smell a pick six coming. Oh, God, Kurt, what are you doing? You see fucking Dante Fowler fighting with his own teammate for the ball?
Like, truly let him. He had the quarterback sacked.
Cousins putting up some Zach Wilson-esque numbers here.
Very lucky and fortunate for Kirk Cousins not to get a strip sack.
I'm standing up. I can breathe, and I got some energy now.
Parsons comes in, and Cousins has such an aggressive. He thinks the ball is gone. He's like, oh. It's such a late Tiger Woods.
Hey, shout out to Dale Jr. for still getting a top 10 last night despite being sent to the rear of the field twice. Or was it 3 times? I lost count.
I got 2 catches, and that's tied for season low in the first half. I think that'll get going, but you got to give Dan Quinn and this defense credit. They did the same thing last year. Held them to 2 catches.
Jr. still got a top 10. Finished 3rd at Wilkesboro a couple months ago. Could have won that race if he was as aggressive as he was last night. Ooh, Jefferson, nice catch to the 40. Beat Diggs. Got out of bounds as well. That's Cousins' best throw of the day.
Staring down. And Jefferson, that's where he gets people off with leverage. Fowler comes storming in. And Cousins having to throw under duress. This pass rush is really getting to him right now.
On first down. Set up the screen.
Little screen to Hawkinson. Not enough blockers. Can I just say, the Falcons suck, but I'm really proud of them for making sure the Chicago Bears have no chance at making the playoffs because the Bears don't deserve it. But they're always hovering around 7th wild card team contention.
I should add more yards than that, but
Here's a 2nd and 4.
Good protection that time. First down for Osborne, out of bounds. Good looking drive.
yeah, this was a communication error right here. 26 on the defense, Bland, who plays slot, didn't have outside leverage. Cousins takes advantage of it, but that's why the hurry up helps so much, Jim. You can get up, snap a ball before the communication on defense knows the responsibility of the team.
Will the Cowboys get pressure on Cousins? It seems like they're it's there if they want. They've already got 2 sacks.
Fuck my life.
11 straight games with at least 2 sacks.
Are they going to leave him one-on-one up there? No, safety's coming over, Jim.
False start.
False start. Offense.
Lane. Touchdown, Steelers.
First down.
That's the first penalty of the game.
Steelers-Bengals looks like it's going to be as crazy as the first game this year.
I think it's really over here. They're going to go ahead and say it's him, but Hawkinson jumped a little earlier. I think they're both him.
There was a little bit of a wiggle on Randall as he's thinking about the fact that
Bears at Jets next week. What a showdown.
15.
I'm not even kidding. It's going to be a good game. Oh, Cousins sacked by Parsons again. Under a minute now. They only got the 1 timeout. You kind of got to let the clock roll here.
And a timeout call.
Well, they call the timeout.
A timeout call by Minnesota.
I'm surprised by that.
That was their last timeout back in 30 after this from Progressive.
Hey, sweetie, I'm not seeing the life jackets.
Well, you said you packed them.
No, you packed them.
No, you packed them. You said I won't forget to pack the
I
life
won't forget to
jackets.
pack the life jacket. I'm sorry, I have to challenge that.
Well, you do have one left, so.
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
You know, my favorite part was when you said, obviously, I won't forget to bring the life jackets.
Micah Parsons with his 2nd sack of the game.
This is what they're doing incredible. See this? This is man-to-man. They're trying to get Oh, it's man-to-man, right? He comes in, he's guarding him man. Dan Quinn then jumps out of there, and they run out to cover 2, and that's hurt Cousins a bunch today.
2nd and 23. Oh, he almost got stripped again. Oh, Cousins, throw it away, throw it away. 3rd and 23. Fuck my life. Yep, I shouldn't have streamed this game. I like how yesterday I said Colts, Eagles, ew, but then I was like, oh, it'll be a good game, but I'll wait to stream the 4:30 game. Big mistake. Now I don't even want to stream the Chargers and the Chiefs, but I'll try to give it a shot later.
I'll give you a good one. That was a Minnesota timeout a moment ago, which now you got a conundrum here. You got 46 seconds to go. You got 3rd and 23. Cowboys have all their timeouts. They're going to leave them a chance, barring another Jefferson catch for a first down. And the Cowboys also get the second half kick. You're right. There could be a lot could happen right here.
This will be a check down. Oh, that's the worst case if you...
It's picked up by Hawkinson, who thought it might have been a fumble. It wasn't. It was an incompletion. Is this time Odigizua was the putting on the pressure.
To your point, that was the worst thing. If you Minnesota break
4th down. Cowboys are going to have 3 timeouts in like 35 seconds or so.
And at the end, it's incomplete, so they don't have to use a timeout, and you don't get...
God damn it, if this game was at 1 o'clock, if this fucking game was at 1 o'clock, we'd be watching a different ball game. I'm telling you. Never doubt the legend of 1 p.m. Kirk.
17 points down, matching their largest deficit in any point this season.
Turpin's going to return this from the 4. Well, he got about 10 yards, 31 seconds to go. That was a great punt. Oh, God, the Commanders play the Falcons next week. Ugh. Commanders are playing really well. You know, during the offseason, I was the only one that asked, why the fuck are you getting Carson Wentz when you've got Taylor Heineke, who's better? They literally just got Wentz because Heineke had been hurt. It's like, dude, you got your quarterback. Heineke's good.
You run a screen, a handoff, see if you can get some yards, something really safe. And if you get a first down on this, then you're aggressive.
Fascinating stat.
Never understood why they wanted to ditch Heineke for Carson Wentz. And I'm a Wentz defender, but damn.
They call timeout though quickly. That took 6 seconds.
I like it. It's aggressive. I mean, if you're the defense right here, I would be very aggressive.
Ooh, one thing about Mike McCarthy, he's aggressive. Usually in the wrong situations.
Make them throw go routes. Make them see if they want to be aggressive. Pressure the quarterback. Because you're like...
Can we just watch the Bengals and the Steelers, please?
For a sack, fumble, and interception, right? They're not going to hold the ball.
I'll literally change the title of the stream if they let me, if they'll switch the games.
And you don't give up these screens. You make them have to be more aggressive. They want to be in trouble.
26 seconds, ball at the Cowboy 20. Who's Cowboy faithful is saying no lead is too safe after last week. So why don't we just go ahead and add some points or something. Prescott gets it to
Pollard racing to the sideline, out of bounds, first down, 20 seconds. Cowboys are playing it perfectly. They're just not getting the big chunk plays they need.
The body language there is a good job by Dak and Pollard, but Minnesota's getting a little closer, making me aggressive, because now, they're in a position, really, with 2 timeouts. They can still get a field goal here, Jim. They just need 1 play over 10 yards in the next 2.
Of course, they could also go for the 1975 Hail Mary play.
Where Drew Pearson pushed off. Yeah, I remember that play. I don't remember it, but I've seen it.
He's out of bounds with 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, this is a good job by Minnesota last 2. Now, if Dallas is going to check it down, don't be aggressive, right? There's not enough time left. So that was actually a good decision there. Play soft. Keep him in bounds, though. Would be ideal. Dallas has to be aggressive on this one. Otherwise, you're literally just going to run the ball and take it to halftime.
And Donatel, this is his 4th time as a defensive coordinator during the course of his career. Atlanta, Green Bay, Denver last year. Going into the league by Pete Carroll. Great admiration for Coach Carroll and his way with players. Same kind of thing from Ed.
9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7. Dak throws it up. Oh, what a catch! CD got him in field goal range and out of bounds in 5 seconds. Wow. That's the best catch he's ever made. Because he's really overrated, but damn, what a catch.
And here comes
Remember we dispensed that little nugget. He's never
It's
missed
almost a
60.
60-yarder.
He might have a chance to put that record right now on the line. Yeah, it's going to be 60. He's 3 for 3 in his career from 60 plus.
I'm going to show you after this kick. That play, Coach McCarthy beat the Cowboys in 2016 in the playoff. Aaron Rodgers rolled to the left in Dallas and got that 30 yards on the sideline just like that. They ran the same thing, but to the right with Dak Prescott there. And that's a Mike McCarthy play he brought over. Aggressive call.
Oh, fuck.
Well, rolling him out. What a call.
Timeout called by the Cowboys. Yeah, McCarthy.
To start at your old 14 and get in position for a 60-yard field goal with 30 seconds left is pretty fucking good.
63 runs out. You see that? That's the center. He runs all the way over there. And his job is to let people roll in. Everyone rush inside. The quarterback rolls right. And Lamb is supposed to run up 30 yards and stand on the sideline. And literally, it's perfectly executed. And that's why you don't give up those short passes right away, Jim, and let him get a chance to do that.
Okay, they didn't really review it to see if that ball was a clean catch.
He caught it.
I
I don't think it needs to be reviewed.
But you got Maher out.
60 yards. Vikings can't ice him. Oh, my God, it's good. Holy shit. He pulled the Mason Crosby after a play that Romo mentioned that the Cowboys stole from the Packers when McCarthy came over. 23-3 at the half. Ugh. I'll stream a bit into the third quarter to give this a chance, but I'm not optimistic that I'm going to stream the rest of this game. But we'll hang around for a bit longer. It was just to the inside. Wait a minute, what?
Are they saying there's a second left?
How could there be a second left on a 60-yard field goal with 5 seconds left?
Stopped it maybe, Jim, for the previous play?
Wait, what?
Prior to the snap.
Are you serious? Wait a minute. So before the kick, they buzzed down to review the CD Lamb catch. So now that 60-yard field goal doesn't count. Wow, man.
Well, you said it right before.
The man drilled a 60-yard field goal. And now it doesn't even count because they're reviewing this.
Possession, it's a great point. Oh,
see right there, that's what I saw.
Like a drop.
Yeah.
It looks like it might not be a catch.
I thought,
wow, you were right.
The ball hit the ground.
Wow.
When I saw it from here.
The feet are in. So if he has possession at any point, the feet
you can't see from that angle if he has it or not. Either way, the field goal doesn't count now.
See what he's looking at right now, Gene.
Really tight, and I agree with you guys. I think when CD Lamb starts to fall, if you look, both hands are kind of on top of the football.
Skip's going to say, we were robbed.
I think that he has hands underneath. So
the Vikings come back and win 37-20 after scoring 34 unanswered.
I think now the ground is aiding him in making that reception. Really tight play, though, guys.
Well, I see what you're talking about. The hands are on top of the football.
Yeah, like there's never
How do you not buzz down to review that sooner? That's some Bottlegate shit. That looks like a catch to me. Am I stupid?
Yeah, it looked like he shifted his hands underneath it pretty quickly right there. That one was more.
That looks like a catch.
Argument for a catch.
That looks like a catch from that angle.
When he sticks it right away. Yeah. And now we're starting to bring it back down. Now the movement plays in a different kind of a category as opposed to we've got movement almost immediately. And now if the ground is involved at all, then that kind of elevates the ground in that process, though.
And you know, the other
wow.
Thing is you can tell the body language.
After review, the ruling on the field does stand as call of a completed pass.
It stands, but now you got to kick your 60-yard field goal again.
You got to ask Maher to do it again. So the catch holds up, but the field goal doesn't. It never happened, in essence.
I can understand the call, right? It looked to me like it wasn't fully, and like Gene said, but the truth is, it's hard to overturn something like that without true visual evidence.
So Brett Maher just going to do it again.
You already said he never misses from 60 plus.
I've said it like 5 times, so it's beyond the statute of limitations for the announcer's chase. I want credit for what was made.
Yeah, this one's on me.
Yeah, this is on you. It's all on you.
And Kevin O'Connell doing a good job of freezing Maher right now.
Attempt number 2.
If he makes this again.
Is he going to make it?
Is he going to over-adjust and push it to the left? Because I think barely made it in on the right side. Romo says he's not going to make it. I think he makes it. Did it once, he can do it again. That was a practice kick, and he nailed it. Damn, that was even better. Woo! Right down the center. I had a feeling he would adjust a little bit and push it more to the left, and he did, and it went right down the center. So that was even better. Could have kicked that from 63 or 64. Okay, so it is 23-3 at halftime. I'm going to go blow my nose so you guys don't have to hear that. It's amazing how blowing my nose doesn't even help. Okay, I'm back. Mostly I'm back. Am I doing anything for Thanksgiving? Well, I got to work 7 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and then I'm going to my great grandmother's house to eat. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Probably going there around 1 o'clock or so. Then I plan on streaming the Giants and the Cowboys and maybe the night game if I feel like it. God, I hope I feel better this week. Rob's here. I was in there talking to Rob and Janet. God, Cookie needs to stop that howling. Be right back. Again.
Six and four Jets, 2 total yards of offense in the second half. This game is supposed to be played right there. Yeah,
that game still should have been played in Buffalo, and everybody fucking knows it.
But it was all Buffalo Bills. Devin Singletary taking this in, along with Cook. They got 172 yards rushing. Buffalo snaps a 2-game losing streak, go to 7-3.
Yeah, all right. The Eagles and the Colts are back and forth affair.
The Eagles and the Colts.
Down by 6. They take the win 17-16.
Detroit Lions at the New York Giants. Jamal Williams, 1-yard TD run right here. It was his third of the game. The Lions win 31-18.
Jamal Williams was oh so close to getting the Al Bundy Legacy Award for 4 touchdowns in a single game, but he'll have to settle for just 3.
Short pass intended for Brandon Cooks, intercepted by Kendall Fuller, who takes it in for a 37-yard interception return touchdown.
Yeah, I miss having people to do heists with.
23-10 there now.
For a few months, me and Dylan were playing GTA like every day when it came out on PS5. Got to get back into it because they did make it a hell of a lot better. You could do all your business shit in private sessions now. That literally completely changed the game for us.
He's got 10 sacks on the year. He's got 2 already in the first half.
So now, actually, last time I went into a public session, I went around and fucked with people because I was like, hey, if you want to sell your shit, you can go do it in a private session now. So you're not really being a dick in a public lobby anymore. So I got to go have fun and troll people. Within reason, I wasn't like obnoxious, but I went around. If I saw somebody selling some shit, I'd try to shoot them. I bought this car called the Ignis, and it's got a fucking minigun on it. It's a supercar with a minigun attached to it.
Speaking of that quarterback, Kenny Pickett is playing well, 14 for 19.
So I was having fun fucking around on that last time we played. Then we started playing our Madden franchise and kind of fell off of the GTA. We're in season 2 of our Madden franchise, but I ain't played it in a couple months because, hell, work, real football, Kiss Cruise, and everything else I've had going on.
given all that he's had to deal with, tip of the hat to Ron Rivera, the halftime report.
So I need to get back into it. I got a pretty good team in that franchise. Got Justin Herbert, Derrick Henry, Terry McLaurin, Kyle Pitts, and unlike Arthur Smith, I actually used Kyle Pitts. So GTA Online, the last big update, they made the game bearable. And I actually applaud them for it. I was like, man, I'm having fun playing GTA for the first time in ages. Hell, I'm off tomorrow. I might just jump on tonight and go into a lobby and fuck with people. I don't know. Me and Dylan should have streamed the Super Bowl we played in. The Super Bowl we played in was pretty wild. And we both, like, Dylan had a little more bad luck than me, but I played a near flawless game. I played it very conservative. I ended up winning 47-25 in our first season. What we did was, I was the Falcons, he was the Steelers. And when they played in the regular season, we simulated that game. We played all our other games, but we simulated our game in the regular season. My team won in the regular season, and then we said, all right, when we get to the Super Bowl, we'll play each other. I should have streamed that Super Bowl, though. It was pretty funny. Be right back. But yeah, I was thinking I should just get on GTA and go into a public session, because the last few times I played before I fell off again, that's all I was doing. I was having so much fun. I was meeting all kinds of fucking weird people and just dicking around. Not using the oppressor because I'm not a jerk. If you don't use the oppressor or the Hydra, I say you can troll all you want.
With that 30-yard dash to the end zone. We understand the Cowboys came back lost a 14-point lead, and 17 points down last week in Minnesota. They came back, and they've been doing that all year. It doesn't feel like that this week right now. Cowboys dominating the line of scrimmage, running the football at a high rate. Third downs are good. Dak's having a really productive day. I mean, you got 2 incompletions only, so this is going to be hard on the Vikings.
And again, the Vikings have to kick it here to start the third quarter. Look at the second quarter overall. It was all Dallas. And 8 out of 10 on third down. Wow. And that speaks to, again, the dominance of the line as well.
Because they're in third and shorts a ton. And now all of a sudden you have...
The game I'm frustrated with and fell out of love with is Evil Dead. Evil Dead is so fucking unbalanced, it's not even fun to play. Whoever plays as the Kandarian Demon has all the... Like, it's so fucking unbalanced, it's unreal. And it's not even fun anymore. Gotham Knights co-op's really fun. That's obviously what I played the most lately.
Well, the biggest thing is we just got to do the little things. I mean, I think we're doing a much better job, especially on third down, heavy run. But obviously we're going to see some different things from them in the second half. But we just got to keep the pace that we got going right now.
Some criticism of their defense going into this game. How about the pressure they've been able to get on Kirk Cousins in this
game? Yeah, we can grind out some survival. I haven't done a survival in so long. It has been years since I've done a survival, and they've added new ones since. They added some more. And I think they're way harder. Me and my friends that I played with on Friday night, we were doing survivals in Red Dead 2. Red Dead Online has good survivals. And they had Halloween special ones where you get attacked by zombies and shit. Zombies with tomahawks and knives and all that shit.
with a dart to spare.
That's the second time today Dak Prescott has gone through 4 or 5 guys.
I've got like close to 50 million again in GTA because when me and Dylan started playing again, they did like triple money for assassination missions.
Picks up another 10. Pollard with 57 yards on.
And the catch with the assassinations, you can do one every 30 minutes. Unless you close your game and start it back up again. Then you can do another. And GTA loads so fast on PS5, it was no big deal to be like, okay, load in, start assassination to your safe house, do the assassination, let it save, close your game, start it back up, and the PS5 version loads so fast you can just do it rapid fire, back to back to back. So there was like a whole week where I was just doing them for hours at a time.
This is why you score a touchdown, and that's a teaching tape. QB 101 for the footwork, reset. Now, granted, you need a lot of time to be able to do that, and they're getting that today. Offensive line playing great. But a lot of the reason is because they're having to play the run a lot, Jim, because they're in phase, running it so well.
They flood the right side on 2nd and 11.
The Franklin and Lamar story missions in GTA Online are really good and really funny.
I really am impressed. Obviously, the huge game last week with the 2 interceptions, game-saving, but Patrick Peterson sneakily is having an incredible year. It's the most pass breakups since 2013 when he was an All-Pro.
It was nice to actually get GTA 5 story DLC. That's basically what it was. It was a lot of Franklin and Lamar. One of you plays as Lamar and the other plays as Franklin. And it's like 8 years after GTA 5. It's pretty funny. Oh, Pollard wide open. Touchdown Cowboys. Boy, this game's over. Woo-wee. Well, I got good news and bad news. Well, really just good news. The stream's about to be over in a couple minutes.
For a long time, especially the last few weeks.
Not even the Cowboys are going to blow a 27-point lead.
Inside, watch that right there. This matchup is a big boy matchup. That's Smith. And for you to stand in and wait on that route by Pollard, who basically went up like he's going to run a choice route and then ends up wheeling.
Pollard reminds me so much of Alvin Kamara, but he looks faster than Kamara.
He's over 100 yards from scrimmage again. A total now of 165 yards. That was 68 yards to go with his 30-yarder earlier. In both touchdown catches, he was never touched. And Dallas in a blowout lead of 30-3.
Go back and need another power rate. Definitely chose poorly today on the game I wanted to stream. We'll watch one more Vikings possession. And then we'll call it a day. Kick back and watch a red zone or something. Russell Wilson just got sacked. They're at the start of the fourth, 10-10, Raiders and Broncos. And the Raiders are getting the ball. And the Vikings have to play the Patriots Thursday. That's a winnable game. Pollard has more yards than the entire Vikings offense combined.
No one got a hand on him. It's the longest pass play, for that matter, for Dak this year, which had been only 35 yards as the longest pass play before that one goes on 3rd and 14 for 68.
Clamoring for him to be out there at special player.
Tracy, down to you.
Jim, in terms of protecting Kirk Cousins better, I spoke with head coach Kevin O'Connell coming out of the locker room, and he said we just need to do a better job. But certainly losing their left tackle, Christian Darrisaw, to a concussion earlier is definitely hurting them. But also they need to do a better job of accounting for Micah Parsons. But as O'Connell said, they've been in this position before.
No shit. You hear that? They got to do a better job of accounting for Micah Parsons.
One other note, cornerback
Duh.
Joseph for the Cowboys, he is questionable with an illness right now.
David Trace, first down, first snap of the second half.
And Cousins is sacked.
The same as this time,
DeMarcus Lawrence.
gets into the act.
Yeah, Jim, Tracy, you just said it, and O'Connell knows it. But the problem is you shouldn't have your left tackle who came in the backup go against Lawrence one-on-one. He should have had help, actually, so he was trying.
Yeah, we got to account for Parsons, but Lawrence is pretty good.
O'Connell here, but look at that swim move. I tell you, we did the Lions game, and Lawrence made a couple of unbelievable plays. He caused the fumble down there. He's a real. And this defensive line is dominant.
With Lawrence and Armstrong. Then they factor in Parsons. 4 sacks for Dallas today.
He almost got sacked again. He had to check it down to Cook.
Whistle ends that one. We'll check the marker. I go back to the end of the first half, Tony, when Minnesota had the football and started calling timeouts and ended up setting up, we said, worst case scenario, Cowboys could get points here and points to start the third quarter. And that precisely played out.
You're exactly right. And a big part of that was that check down that Kirk Cousins didn't make him take a timeout.
10-yard penalty, replay second down.
Didn't get the extra yardage, and it allowed them to kind of be safe coming out. Whereas if you throw that ball and you get an extra 10 seconds off the clock, just for the play itself, okay, you'll get that. They have to use a timeout as well, as you see the penalty. Just blocking too early on a screen. But you're right, these things just have a way of snowballing, Jim, and you don't have much room for error when your offensive line, you know, your best guy's out.
It snowballed to the effect of 20 points by the Cowboys over an 8-minute span between the second and start of the third.
Well, last week Minnesota showed everyone they're for real. I think everyone's going to start to think back if this continues.
Second and 26.
Cousins hit again, but he got it away for a gain of about 5.
And it'll be third and about 19 to go.
Broncos take a 13-10 lead at the start of the fourth.
Sam Williams just driving back Brian O'Neill toward the quarterback. This Williams kid is impressive. The second-round pick out of Ole Miss. Third and 19.
Cousins sacked again. Woo! Dante Fowler. They need to take Cousins out of there. He's going to get hurt.
They're just taking turns right now.
Yeah, Romo's right. They're literally just taking turns.
He's actually given up. Watch 67 right here. Just oversets and Fowler takes advantage, but Ingram, who's their rookie this year, has given up the most pressures in the NFL at 37, giving up 7 sacks. That'll move up to 8 now.
Gives Dallas 40 sacks as a team on the season, and the Vikings have 88 yards of offense. That's all.
Now they're down so much. These guys are built to run pretty good against guards, and they're not able to.
Turpin's going to get a good return here. Cowboys already in field goal range. And I am out of here. I'm going to go kick back on the bed and watch football. Maybe I'll see you later. I'm not making any promises. You hear how my voice sounds and how I can barely talk. I sound all nasally and congested. Might just have to take the L. Why'd I have to click X on that? Look at the new OBS. It looks cool. All right. See you guys. Maybe.